Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista, here on YouTube, and today is Tuesday, June 4th. I had to really stop and think here, like, what is the date? So I thought I would do a quick update video. I'm going to show you the updated library because things happened yesterday. And I have some stitching. I have just little things to show you. So let's just get to it, right? So stitching, I've been working on Cherry Hill. It's Cherry Hill, right? I'm pretty sure it's Cherry Hill Stitchery Watermelon Summer. I'm stitching mine on 32 count Lugana and taupe. And I'm using the called for colors. So I'm in the middle of stitching. I stitched the E and then went on to the R and forgot to stitch this white line here that outlines the E. So I'm doing that, and then I will go back and finish the other half of the X for the R. It's coming along swimmingly though. Doesn't it look so nice and neat? Ticks all of the boxes I like in a stitching piece. I like symmetrical, right? Someone asked me a question where I got this. They called it a hoop, but it's not a hoop. As you can see, it's a Q-snap 11 by 11. I get them from 123 Stitch, but this grime guard I got off of Wiki's Den on Etsy. I love it. It's so pretty. So that's that. Reading. So I finished, wait a minute, I'm grabbing things. I finished Normal People the other day, and I have to be honest, I didn't really like it that much. It was enough to get me through it to read it, but I got to the end of it and I was like, no, didn't really like it. And the ending for me was sort of abrupt, so, but yeah. So I just finished this one. And then I started reading another book that is probably my favorite book that I've read this year so far, by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This book is very different than what I expected it to be. It's very engaging. The chapters are short, which I like because you just like one more chapter, right? And so it's about her life, the 7 husbands. It is not what you think. It is a look inside Hollywood and celebrities, and it makes you wonder, are there celebrities out there like this, right? And as you can see, I have 2 tabs in the book. So I belong to a few book groups on Facebook, and I've noticed that people like to tab their books with either things that really speak to them, that are funny, that they want to remember. This is the first time I've ever tabbed a book. So I want to read to you the things that I tabbed. And the tabs that I use are just Post-it tabs. I had these for work. They were in my desk drawer. So I was like, ooh, I already got tabs. So the first thing I tabbed was, they were talking about marriage. And character says, I wasn't heartbroken when Don left me. I simply felt like my marriage had failed, and those are very different things. And that hit me a certain way because when my first marriage ended, I was 28 years old. And now that I really look back on it, it wasn't that I was heartbroken. It was that I just felt like I had failed, right? So that was, I love that. That was an eye-opener because it's almost, it was a very difficult time for me for a while, for probably a good year or so. Yeah, you just, I mean, I got married when I was 24. My first husband, very different from Bill. Let's put it that way. And I mean, I was just so young, and man, if I could take my brain now back to that time. But yeah, so that spoke to me because I never thought of it like that. And then the second flag was just something really funny. There's a character and they say, I would not kick Mick out of bed for eating crackers. Meaning, like, you really like somebody. Like, I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers because crackers will make crumbs all in the sheets and all that, right? I just thought that was so funny. So, love this book so much. I mean, I have read that much since yesterday. I've been reading a whole lot. And I'm on page 248. Like, so good. So good. And that brings me to another topic that I've seen on the Facebook groups for books. Someone will post, what's a popular book that you hated? I hate those posts, I'll be honest, because I just think it's sort of pointless to point out popular books that you don't like, because just because you don't like a book doesn't mean it's not a good book, right? Everyone's different. I really try not to pay attention to reviews for books to influence me to read it or not read it, just like watching a movie. There are a lot of movies that I've liked that people have not liked, so I pay no attention to any movie reviews. I have to see it for myself. So I really avoid, and that was a note for me that I wrote about the popular book. I really avoid those posts because I feel like they're just like self-serving. Like someone just wants to start a conversation or an argument with somebody about a book. No. And I think like a lot of Freed McFadden books are on there. I love all her stuff. Some Alice Feeney books are on there. I think this one may have even been on there. There were many people that did not finish reading this. And again, everyone's taste is different. That's why there are so many authors and so many books out there. So yeah, I really just dislike those posts. Okay, so yesterday, my dad came and picked up the dining room furniture that was in that room, and I'm going to take you out there and show you. I did post a picture on Instagram showing the room empty so you could see. But when he came in the door yesterday morning, he had 4 boxes of this. Remember, I just went to the Dollar Tree and bought these. He said, Deb is my stepmom. He said, Deb bought these for you, wanted me to give them to you. Okay, cool. So I text her to thank her. And I was like, it's so funny because I just went to the Dollar Tree yesterday and I bought 4 boxes. So now I have 8 boxes. Or no, he brought 6 boxes. So now I have like 10 boxes. I'm set. And she's like, he wasn't supposed to give those to you. I was going to put them in with your birthday gift. She goes, I have 6 more boxes for you. I busted out laughing. I was like, great. I'm going to be set for a long time because there are 6 packs in each of these boxes. So yeah, that was just so funny. And I got 2 bookmarks in the mail yesterday that I had ordered, and I'm going to show you one how it works. So the first one is just like a clear lucite, but you can see, oh, it's showing up good on the camera. See, it's like rainbow hologram. Oh my God. And it's my name. And then you could pick different tassels. I picked a pink one. Love that so much. So that will go in my bookmark collection. But then the other one I got, it's a coffee cup. Now watch how you do it. And it looks so cute. When you put it in your book, you put it so the coffee cup rests on top of your book. Are you kidding me right now? Look how cute that is. It looks like you set a coffee cup on top of your book. And it stays. It looked really small. I got this off of Etsy. It looked really small in the listing. And when I pulled it out of the package yesterday, I was like, wow, that's actually really large. I love it so much. So now I can use it. Now that you guys have seen it, I'm going to leave it in that book. I was using this bookmark. I love these bookmarks. The 5-pack that I got, absolutely love them. But, so when I got my diamond painting table, I had wanted to kind of hide the cords. I'm that kind of person. I just hate seeing cords behind everything. So I try to make them as neat as I can with Velcro cable ties or other things. And I had bought these cable clips that are adhesive, and I stuck them to the back of my diamond painting table and ran my lamp and light pattern cord all along the table and down the side. And it's really well hidden because the bottom of that table is very open. You cannot see the cord at all. And when you see the lamps out there, when I show you, I'm going to show you what I did to one of them. And I also ordered a cable like channel that you can hide. It's the color of the floor out there, and it sticks to the floor, and they say it doesn't leave any marks or anything. It's coming today, so I don't know how it works quite yet, but I'm going to try to hide the cords for both of the lamps out there. So let me turn you around. Take you out there and explain what is going on out there right now. Okay, so here is, for those of you who don't have Instagram or didn't see, here is the room empty. It looks very different. So when my dad was here early yesterday, and he just hauled away the furniture and just junked it because we had never used this as a dining room. And that furniture was so old and clunky. I mean, Bill's been in this house since he was 19. He's now 51. So you do the math on that, right? That's 32 years he's been in this house. I've been in this house for 15 with him. So that furniture, this was when he was married to his first wife, they used this as their living room. And then when the basement was finished, I think it changed, because when I came in here 15 years ago, this was a formal dining room, which we never ever even used it as a formal dining room. If you've been here with the channel for some time, you will know I had this as my craft area for probably a good couple years. So let me take you around and explain where I think everything's going to go. So before I do that though, yesterday when my dad left, I cleaned the walls, cleaned the baseboards, cleaned the floor. So it is all very, very clean now. And when Bill came home, he saw, you can see my mermaids, but he saw this is coloring pages I did, and he's like, "Are you gonna leave that there?" And I said, yes. Because when I tried to take it off the wall, like, there's marks behind it, there's 2 nails that would require patching, and I was like, first of all, I really like those coloring pages that I did. It was a grayscale book from Nikki Burnett, and I did it with marker. And I said, when the bookshelf goes here, it's gonna be right in line with it. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be fine. But let's just start here. So I have both of these here. These are the places where I want them, but they're probably gonna be moved somewhat when I get the chair. And the chair is supposed to come Saturday, and I pray to God that it gets here before we leave. We have an event out of state, and we're gonna be gone for the greater part of the day. I would hate for that chair to be sitting on our doorstep for hours, but it is what it is. So remember, I have this book tote here with this hook because it is hiding a cable hookup. And if you look over here, I did the same thing over there. It's another book tote with a hook because there's also a cable hookup over there. But this is the side table that I got from Wayfair. I put it together myself on Sunday. This is a lamp that I got from Zazzle, I think it is. I really like it. I love that it has a pull cord, but there's a story with that, which I will tell you in a second. But the purpose of this table, I actually ordered a mug mat that I'm gonna put on here to put like my coffee cup. But this drawer comes out. I have hard candy in there, a bag of it, because you'll see where I put the candy. But this is my to be read pile. So this was, see, remember the sign that I showed you guys? So that's all the books I have to read. Yeah, it's a lot, I know. And then this is the decal for the wall. So the decal is going to go right here, you know, centered where the chair is. So if you see on the back of this, see how I put the cable clips? That is an Amazon thing that I got where I can have the plug flat against the wall, and then I plugged both lamps into it. So I'm gonna try to hide that cord with the cord keeper and then this too. So I'll be playing with that once the chair comes in. But I knew I wanted the reading lamp on my left side because I'm right-handed. So that way there wouldn't be a shadow cast. Now, yesterday when Bill came home and I was showing him everything, I said, I really hate how that pull chain works on that lamp because it's kind of rough, like it's hard to pull it. And he said, well, one of these switches that light works that outlet. And I was like, really? He's like, well, let's try to figure out which one it is. And we did. So now when I come out here, watch where it is. So it's not this one. This one works the fan. It's this one on this wall. So this is our kitchen. And we stand here and then you can see that. But watch. So this is the switch. This switch right here works that. Watch. Woo! I was never so excited for a light switch because now it's just really easy. Flick, flick. Like, are you kidding me right now? Yeah. So I love, this lamp was $60, I want to say 60 or 70 on Amazon. The base is weighted so it doesn't wobble. And if you look, this can move in and out, like it swivels. So that's awesome. This is going to stay here like this. This is my Longaberger basket that I have a blanket in for the chair. Bill said I should get a plant to go in that corner. Maybe a fake one because I seem to kill plants. This wall here is going to be the biggest bookshelf, is going to be the bookshelf like I have in my craft room, except I've got it in white. All of the furniture is ordered. Everything is coming this week or Monday. So that's all the stuff that's going on there. That's why that's there. Then in this corner, this lamp is staying here. I got this book tote that says I'm with the band. And I read that like 6 times before I got the joke because obviously these are band books. But you know how people say, oh, I'm with the band, like the rock band? And then it hit me this morning, oh my God, that was a play on those words. So here are the books that are banned, and I haven't read all of these books, but I have read quite a bit. I've read To Kill a Mockingbird. I have read Forever. I read Huckleberry Finn. I read The Giver, The Handmaid's Tale, the Harry Potter one, and The Color Purple and A Wrinkle in Time. So I've read quite a bit of them. I want to read Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye. I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, I love that book tote so much. But yeah, so this lamp, now you see the plug here. That's the best that's going to get as far as hiding it. And do you see it's a step-on switch? So when I was putting this lamp in the corner, it kept moving when I went to step on it. And I said, all right, how am I going to hook that or fix it? I used, you know that Quake hold, like that museum putty that I had for diamond painting? That's what I used. So now it's stuck to the floor and comes up very easy. But let me show you what that looks like lit up. Isn't that so pretty? And there is going to be an accent chair here. So I ordered a chair. It's coming. It's going to be here next Monday, I think. So, but yeah. And then here, I ordered a bookshelf that's going under the window that actually is a shoe bench because it has a pad on top for you to sit there and put your shoes on. But when I looked at the reviews, there are a couple people that actually use it as a bookshelf. So that's going there. This is going to stay here. I just have a couple books, the Brianna Wiest books that I got. And that's my scrapbook page that I did of myself that I've had and just decided to frame it and hang it there. And then here is going to be another bookshelf that won't go over the railing. It is shorter. And all the bookshelves are white. And I'm going to put all my Stephen King books on this bookshelf. And then I'm going to put this. So Jill made me this for Christmas a couple years ago. I absolutely love it. And I decided to put candy in it. Haha. Yeah, who doesn't love candy? So that is what, and then there's going to be a big rug, a 7x9 rug that I ordered from Ashley Furniture. And it's like in really pretty teals, yellows, pinks. Yeah. And the chair is like a sage green, olive green. Everything in here doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. That's not how I am at all. You can see, I mean, those lamps don't match exactly, but I think it's going to come together. Let me back up so you can really see. It's going to come together so very spectacularly. And I hope it comes together how I see it in my mind's eye. You know what I mean? You really hope with stuff like that. I can't wait. I mean, it's going to still be a minute because even when everything arrives, I mean, the chair snaps together, fine. That'll take 10 minutes. And the accent chair, fine, 10 minutes. But the bookshelves are going to take time to put together. So I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. But I wanted to show you something and tell you a little story for the end of the video. So this is our foyer, okay? Now, every morning, I'm gonna walk down here. Every morning, I get up and I make Bill's lunch. Wait a minute, we'll sit down here for a second. I make Bill's lunch, and then I go back down because my bedroom's in the basement. And then I can hear him leaving, getting ready, all of that. Well, I'm laying in bed and I'm looking on my phone. Now, I get up at like 4:10 to make his lunch. So, because he leaves for work at like 4:45. I'm in bed, I'm on my phone, and I hear what sounds like something crashing and breaking. I jump up and I'm like, what was that? He spilled his entire glass of iced tea all over the floor, down the stairs. He had it up here. See the railing? There's like a little lip there. He had it there, and he's always trying to like handle his lunchbox and his keys and all of that. He just grabbed it and it slipped right out of his hands. And when I say it sounded like something shattered, that was all the ice falling on the floor. So I said, okay, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you clean this up. Because he had to get to work. So I had to wind up throwing the rug in the wash, and I had to wind up, we got all the ice up, got the tea mopped up, but tea is sticky. So I got out my Mr. Clean cleaner and warm water and took a towel and just wiped the entire floor. And you know, normally I go back to bed when he leaves for work, and I'll get up at like 6:30. I just stayed up. I said, oh, I'm awake now. And then when I talked to him later on the phone, I was like, well, that's one way to get me to clean the floor. Just spill something on it. Then I have to clean it, right? Yeah, we were dying laughing. But he was really upset about it. And I was like, it's no big deal. I'm like, I'll just clean it. It's not a big deal. But yeah, so it's coming along. It's coming along. And it's just going to be such a wonderful space to sit in and read. I'm really, really, really looking forward to having it all said and done. So I hope you guys are all having a good week. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.